Welcome back, everyone.
Today we visit Teotihuacan.
This is the third largest pyramid in the world, the largest pyramid in Mexico, and the largest pyramid in the world that you're allowed to walk on. It's a bit of a hike from where we are, so let's get going. Alright guys, so after about a 20-minute walk through the outskirts of town and then through a little bit of a rural area, up this stone pathway, we can see it.
Dos atotos, por favor. Gracias.
All the trinkets you can buy.
I love Mexico. I do.
Bracelets.
Beautiful.
Colchas.
Very nice.
All right, here we are. That's an absolute unit right there.
That's a lot of stairs. Behind me we have Pyramid of the Sun, third largest pyramid in the world. And the interesting thing about this place is they don't actually know who built it. When the Aztecs came, it had already been deserted for hundreds of years. So there's quite a bit of mystery surrounding the origins of this place. Right now we're standing in the Avenue of the Dead, and this runs all the way down to Pyramid of the Moon. And then in the other direction we go to the main temple. And I believe it's 4 kilometers long, so we got a fair hike. These are very steep, and we haven't even got to the pyramid yet. This is going to be a butt workout day. This thing is big in person. Of course, pictures never do it justice.
Lots of vendors around though. Necklaces and obsidian carvings of all kinds.
The previous guy wanted to sell us this knife, and it was really beautiful. And we're like, no, man, we have nowhere to put it. We don't have a house. And he's like, yeah, it's fine. Just put it on your dash. Whoa. Obsidian.
Oh, obsidian. Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. Ah, no gracias.
I like the jaguar.
El de jaguar.
Yeah.
For our YouTube.
That's awesome. 200.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Time to hit her up.
Let's go.
The whole side of this thing has rocks poking out of it like little spikes. I'm not sure if they've added that or if that was always there.
Halfway.
Yeah.
Behind me you can see Avenue of the Dead, and all the way along there there's these platforms, and when the Mayans came they thought that they were tombs, so that's why they called it Avenue of the Dead, but they're actually ceremonial platforms.
Probably ceremonies for turning alive people into dead people. But it's really long. It goes from way over there, don't know if you can see where I'm pointing, all the way down here, all the way to the Pyramid of the Moon. And all the other van lifers are going to gyms. Chumps.
This site covers 83 square kilometers, and from what I was reading, they've only uncovered 15% of it, so there's still tons that hasn't been unearthed. The height of civilization here would have been around 350 to 650 AD, and at that time it would have been the biggest city in Mexico and the 6th biggest city in the world then. And they estimated it would have been somewhere between 150 and 250,000 people living here. So apparently there's something like 174 structures here that they've unearthed. It's incredible.
All right, so we're on the base of this big pyramid. There's all these little tiny structures. What do you think they are?
Hot tubs.
I think it was a flea market of some kind. But let's face it, guys, you don't come here for archaeological facts.
You come here to see me dance on a pyramid.
Some do. I do find it interesting to see these striation lines in here too. Don't quite know why.
And apparently it's mostly made up of volcanic rock, which you can see if you get close to some of these guys. Steam bath. I was right.
Hey, go get a rocket!
Here we are, Pyramid of the Moon. Up we go.
These are hefty steps. 15 or 18 inches each.
Yeah, they're quite steep. Definitely gonna earn our tacos today. Oh, that is quite the view. That's spectacular. So apparently there are over 4 million people that come and visit this site every year, but you know, it's not too bad. There's enough room. You can go find your own ceremonial platform if you want.
And this Piramide, right now we're on Piramide de Luna, or the Pyramid of the Moon, and I can see why it's more popular. It's kind of got a little bit closer view of this courtyardy sort of thing, and all these little pyramids, pyramides, with the Pyramid of the Sun there in the back. Pretty cool. There are a few pyramids over on this left side that are just either half finished or half missing.
Shall we go find our own platform?
Alright, after scoping out all these pyramids, I think we're going to go to that one, that middle one on the right. Here's all those Jaguar.
So I have a feeling that I would buy one of those Jaguar things, and instead of it sounding all awesome, it would sound like
Alright, we hiked down here and that one's got a placard saying no hikemento, but this one's fair game, so up we go.
our own private platform. So the one thing that we didn't talk about is, how did this all end? How did it collapse? And the first theory was that it was invaded because some of the buildings were burnt, but later they came to find that it was only the buildings of the royals and the nobles, so it was probably a local unrest. And now they believe it to be, it actually was caused by starvation and drought. There was a volcano in El Salvador that happened at that same time, and it just caused ash all over Mexico. And that was the demise of the population, and apparently a lot of other populations at that time too. So we're sitting here on one of these platforms, and it's kind of crazy to think that, you know, people and animals were sacrificed on here. The people that they were sacrificing were usually people that were captured from battle, and the animals were animals that were believed to have mythical powers, like the wolf, the eagle, venomous snakes, and such like that.
Wait a minute, what do you mean nobody cares?
Do you guys really want to know the dimensions of the biggest pyramid here? It's 225 meters across and 75 meters tall. glad to have remote monitoring here for our truck because I can check on the temperature of the dog and see that he's quite comfy and see the AC's running and all is well.
More information about that, check out the website. We got a little blog post showing how I remotely monitor the statistics and vitals of our truck. Look behind you.
Oh!
Not every day that happens to us.
That's a huge dust storm.
Dirt devil, I think they called.
Here it comes.
Loco.
She doesn't know to make the sound.
That's what we figured too. We were like, oh, they make it sound so good.
Yeah, but we don't.
Okay, but try. Almost. Not bad.
Not bad.
Gracias.
Just gonna take a quick picture because the light's better now. Something for the blog. As we've been walking around, we've observed a few people even performing ceremonies, and I heard different people talking about the energy, and even if you don't believe that or do or whatever, it's just still so cool to be here. It's just such a cool environment, and it's so amazing. Like, look at that.
No English.
Oh, it's pretty good. Muy bien. Muy bien, inglés.
No, nada. Hello. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, see you. Adios. For perspective, that's the Pyramid of the Moon way down there. And this goes till way up there yet.
Whoa.
So at the base of this stairway is the floor, obviously, but they excavated below the flooring and found there were snake heads, statues there. And I don't know if you can see it, there's still some paint on it, and it looks like they've got curtains here that they draw when the sun is coming over just to protect the paints.
Just checking on my dog. Just want to make sure he's comfy. AC's kicking in and out. He's a happy camper.
The astute among you will notice that you can hear me perfectly well.
And me at the same time.
Ooh, what sort of Sachina is this?
The final set of stairs, for sure this time.
We still have to get out of this courtyard though.
What? This is cool. I think that this one's probably the coolest out of all the pyramids.
It's got lots of very ornate stonework on it.
Yeah, even though it's not the biggest, but it definitely is the fanciest. All the seashells in there.
This pyramid we're on here has a little bit of a auditorium seating area. Not sure if that's original or not. And that's looking at the main temple that has tons of these ornate carvings on it. All right, guys, that was a huge day of walking around this giant complex. That Avenue of the Dead is enormous, and we shot a ton of video. We burnt out the set of batteries on our big camera rig, so that's that. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks to all of our channel members.
Colorado 4x4, Bill and Wendy, Taylor, Dinesh, Cardinal Points Expedition,
Mike Fisher, Jesus Rodriguez, Finn Coaching, Matt Blank are the new ones. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, thanks,
you guys make this possible. So again, thanks so much for watching. See you next time.
Bye.